So we're back here talking to David about life in the market years ago, and he's reminiscing. I was just asking David, from my observations, most of the people who sold in here, I know there were a lot of men, but most of them were women.
That's right. Yeah. The women were the bread earners in that time, and they really had. Some of them had no choice when the husband wasn't working, you know. But 9 times out of 10, he'd be in the pub anyway, you know. And in that aspect, like the women used to love their own field, but they were all very independent.
Yes, absolutely.
Very independent people. They were. And
some of them had very big families.
Very big families. Tess Anderson, 19 children. Ellen Brown, 20.
20?
Yeah, yeah. And she's seen a few of her family down as well, which it's not nice to see, really.
No.
So did Tess, and I think Mary Wynne had 13 or 14. But those big families came out. The Harks, they had a big crowd too. Big family they had. Or it was Mrs. Casey.
I remember Mrs. Casey, yeah. She was a lovely woman.
Yeah, she was, yeah. Very nice family too.
Yes.
Very religious, she were, you know. And she went around a long time, she did. And our daughter Mary, Casey, and the young one, they all came after her. But they were in the market with her every day. You know, kind of way there.
Yeah. And your own sisters were out here, weren't they?
In regards to the market, we were all read and blessed and fed out of the market, every one of us. Maria took her up. She had a stall then at the corner with me, and around the corner. She had Mel and the Hip took her up, and my granny died. There was Mr. Condon's stall, and Maxie was beside him. Maxie used to sell new shoes, new suits, and are very reasonable, and communion clothes are very reasonable, very rich. You couldn't buy them in Cleary's now. Like, save a fortune.
Really good stuff, yeah.
Yeah, for the people that couldn't afford Cleary's, and the rest of them shops in town. So they'd come in here and they'd rule out what they could, especially when it was a communion or confirmation or something like that, you know. And the food end of it was very good here too.
Yeah.
There was a guy here called Joe Flanagan, and Joe used to have the pen in his ear, and there was no Jack and Jill then. He used to have to write down everything, you know, and you know, there'd be a queue there, like, you know, because they'd be getting their weekly groceries there, like, you know. Yeah. And Joe, we writing down, as I said, there was no Jack and Jill.
Everything was added up.
Yeah, everything was added up. It was.
And no mistakes made.
No, well, that's it. There you go, you know. But there was no that kind of machinery around.
That's right.
So you had to be quick with the old maths.
Yeah. When I started working in the shop, that's what we used as well. We learned how to add up, use the pen. And I still do it.
Yeah, sometimes, yeah.
What did Ida sell? What did your mother sell?
My mother started off in here, I believe it or not, she was selling sweets, confectionery, you know, and she was selling jewellery then one time. And then if the place, we say, was getting liquidated, and my ma got the chance of buying it, or no, they'd buy that liquidated stock, and they'd bring it in here and sell it, which at the time you got places that were doing well and some weren't doing well, but they put a bit of money into what they were doing, and then they lost it. So in that respect, whatever deal was going, they thought they'd get a few bob out. Now I remember my mother going to England to buy rags, and she used to go maybe once every month. You know.
She was really enterprising.
Yeah, we used to have to we didn't have to, but we'd always search the pockets. You know, see what's there anything in them, you know. But anything that was here that he bought in the jumbo set, the only thing you got was a lot of pawn tickets.
Right.
Loads of pawn tickets, was nearly that, you know, all the overcoats and all that thing, like, you know.
And you were telling me about a lady, I think it was you was telling me a while ago. She used to go out to Blackrock selling stuff in her basket.
Oh, that was a woman that we were told about here one morning. I think her name was Elizabeth. But she went out to Dunleary with flowers, as far as I know. Yeah. And she made an awful lot of money because she had a great, first of all she had the right area, and second then she got that independent that the people in Dunleary, anytime they wanted flowers they could go to Elizabeth. She had a big box car with a tree iron wheels on it, and net and basket affair,
Yeah.
and all that flowers would be in there, you know. But she made a kind of a place for herself out there, and she came very well known. But she went out to a place where any flowers that they were, any occasion, they'd all go down to Elizabeth. So I think one of her sons, I believe, became a multi-millionaire.
That's right.
25 or
That's
something.
right. I heard that story.
Yeah.
You're right, David.
Yeah,
and I remember that. It wasn't you who told me.
No,
I remember who told me.
no.
I won't mention any
No.
names. She used to go out selling the flowers,
Yeah,
and she'd go to the big houses.
yeah.
They all knew her very well, and then when they would have their clothes,
Yeah,
which would be perfect,
Oh yeah.
but really top quality
Top,
clothes,
yeah.
she would buy them off them
That's right,
at a
yeah.
knockdown price,
Yeah.
and to bring them back to the market
Back to the
here.
market, yeah.
And she made the seed money that made him a
Made
multi-millionaire,
him multi-millionaire.
and he
yeah.
made money from
Big
it.
money, big money.
Yeah,
He was the multi-millionaire 25.
yeah, that's right.
Yeah, so
And
that's
was
how
good
it
to the area in his own way.
Yes.
He put a lot of business into the area.
So I believe, yeah,
Yeah.
he did. You know, but things like that, it's hard to feel between now and now,
absolutely.
as you know, for them to try and get anything going. You don't have that cronies or
No.
the skullduggery or someone else that's giving them a tap on the back to say, well, I'll get you this and I'll get you that.
This was done by hard work.
Oh, well, very much so. And the people that were in this market that Lord Iveagh gave it to or gave it for the salt of the earth. That's
Yes.
all I can say. They were great people, you know. Really, hard working, you know. They lived to go into Frank Doyle's there and Lambert's at the weekend, Saturday and Friday, and have a few bottles of stout and a sing song, you know, and the other went in and sit with them like it was a great number, you know. They were all happy. They all had the field off in their pocket. They weren't worried about Monday.
That's true.
The market didn't open over Monday.
Right.
It didn't, you know. It was only Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, you know. And Saturday was always a busy day in the
Oh
market.
God, it was, yeah.
Very busy, you know. You get all kinds of people
Yeah.
in there, you know.
And Meath Street would have been the same in the same way.
Meath Street was,
would have been packed as well. And Tom
yeah,
Street.
Yes, yeah. Oh, yeah. So there was been crowds coming in from Ballyfermot, I believe, to Meath Street.
That's right,
Every week,
yeah.
every week.
We came from the ranch, and my mother used
Yeah.
to bring us in shopping.
Right.
My aunts and my father's sisters used to bring me in here shopping
Yeah.
when I was a small child.
Right,
They
yeah.
carried their bags home.
Home, yeah.
Right.
But I think overall in the area, you could get a bag, and you still can, really, in Meath Street. But unfortunately, I would say shopping online has done away with a lot, but it's done away with a good bit.
Oh, it has.
People don't come in now. You know?
Well, people have a different way of living now. don't they?
Yeah, well, this ordering online,
Yeah.
it's like the same thing. It's if you go to Mass, I go to Mass when I can. But I noticed since the churches closed that the Mass service went online every day. So people were able to turn on their telly
And strangely enough, they're getting huge numbers of people watching the Mass on the telly.
Oh, yeah, but...
And watching funeral Mass.
Yeah, but what's happening is, you see, they're not going to the 1 o'clock Mass and the 11 o'clock Mass every day.
And that's
you can see
effective.
well, it's just sad to see that. But it's not good. Like, now, they go to the Lady Council, as you say,
Yes.
every Wednesday.
Yeah.
And St. Free is every Saturday.
That's right.
Now, they attend that, but you don't Monday, Tuesday. You know, you can see that slackness where before the Mass went online, the chapel would be a good crowd, where you could might only say Monday opposed to the Holy Soul,
Yes.
10 people or 15. And I know most of them people are in there looking at online because
Yeah.
it's handier for them. Like, it's handier for them. They're still getting the same Mass, you know, I think, you know.
Your own Ma Ida founded the Iveagh Market Clothes Invalid Fund. It must be 50 or 60 years ago now when she started off.
She did, yeah. Her mother brought her to Lourdes a long time ago. And whatever my ma got into her head when she came home, or whatever she seen in Lourdes, she started off trying to get people to go, first of all. And then she started off doing, when she did start getting a group, and then those people coming saying, look, there's someone in the area, maybe they can't afford to bring that person, but we'll go with them and we look after, we sort it out, and she did. So she started running marathons She used to walk to the embankments, got on very well. The man who owned it, Mick McCarthy.
Mick McCarthy, yeah.
Yeah, she got on very well with Mick, and he loved that.
Yes.
Yeah. And the Billy Mulligans, she did.
Mm-hmm.
And Martin Moore Street.
Mm-hmm.
Because we used to go to all these deals and just have a drink and be on the door, and Charlie the same.
Mm-hmm.
Just we'd be all meeting there, and and the Mother Red Caps.
Yes.
Many of you, and that place there until it closed.
That's right.
She did, yeah. But anyway, she could, yeah. And then people were very good, like, in regard to them running events for her.
Mm.
And saying, I've got an idea. There's a guy working with my mum, and didn't know him. His name was Christy Dooley. He was always on her shoulder there. Like, they think you're doing, and Christy and Nancy were all right, like,
Mm.
But Christy was very involved in the doors from every man.
Mm.
He did, and he seemed great. Anyone that did stay with, they seemed great. Coming on.
Yeah.
Great ambition coming on.
She had great power.
Yeah.
She had great power, and she had a wonderful brain. How to get things done, and she was fearless.
Yeah.
And I know for a fact, because I spoke to her many times, she often would just book the flights, book the people,
That's right,
book the invalids,
Yeah.
and she wouldn't know whether she'd have the money to pay.
She wouldn't have a shilling.
But she'd done it, and she had the faith, and it always worked out.
It